Well, good morning. It's me again. Now, I'm here today for a little collection. Now, I met someone on my travels. He's called Mick. He's from Kent. And we got a little collection. Anyway, let's get on with this video, shall we? And if you like it, don't forget to like and subscribe. And comment. I love a comment. You know, even if they're rude ones. You know, that'd be great. Anyway, let's go on with this video, shall we?
Morning, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Now, tell us about your collection and why you started it all off then.
Well, it all started because of the bonfire that we have in the village, and we had one tractor. It was after horse and carts, so we moved on to a tractor which we had for quite a few years.
Yep.
It was a TVO Fordson, and we had that for I don't know how many years before it went bang, and we had to put another engine in it. So we had a farmer lent us have an engine out of an old combine harvester, which almost slotted straight in.
Yep.
And we had that for a few years. Then we decided that another tractor was necessary, and we found one that someone let us have that they'd abandoned in some woods because they'd broken down. So we dragged that out and got it going again. And then we got another one, and then someone decided we needed another one, so we got a Dexter after that.
You got a bit of a disease then. By the sound of it.
Yeah.
And you sound like you're mechanically minded, so you can pull bits and pieces off them and repair them.
We do our best. We do our best. Not always correctly, I don't think, but they are still all running.
That's fantastic. Now, so as I say, you did mention that you do the bonfire in the local village. Is that the only route used for these tractors, or do you use them in ploughing matches? Or
no, we don't use them for anything as exotic as that. They're normally used for anything that happens in the village.
Yeah.
So when we have floods or other things that need doing, ditches clearing, we use them to tow trailers. We have a collection of old ex-horse-drawn four-wheel trailers.
Oh, fantastic!
And a few Fergie trailers.
Oh, right.
And yeah. So they're just used for local community use.
Fantastic. Now, I presume you're on the parish council, are you? And is that
Not
why?
me personally, but the parish council are quite involved with stuff that happens in the village.
Oh, okay, that's fantastic. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a walk round and you're going to show me them and tell me all about them, shall we?
I can't tell you much about them other than you probably
They're tractors.
You probably know more than I do.
But they look in fine fettle anyway. Let's go, Mick, anyway.
We go round to this one.
This one first, shall we? Now, which is the best one in your collection, Mick? Is it this one or the others? Doreen, is that right? You got a name for each of them as well?
They're all named after people that help on the committee. So Doreen is our secretary.
Oh, okay.
She's been a secretary for a very long time. Better I not say how long.
Right, okay. Now, is it a standard major or is it a super major? I think it's a power major because it's got the wheels on it, hasn't it? It's the 3-spoke wheels.
Oh, the badge is missing, so I can't tell you.
Yeah, I did notice the badge is missing off this side as well. But it looks like a power major to me. And it seems to be all the bits in the right place. It hasn't got the thrashing wheel on the side. It hasn't got that bits and pieces. Lovely old tractor though, isn't it? Lovely tyres on it, all done up.
We do try to keep some of it legal.
You shouldn't laugh when you say that. But it's actual legal. It's got the roll bar on it as well, isn't it?
Oh yes.
Because they was brought into the countries in the 70s, 1970s, and all farmers were made to put them on.
That's right. We did fit them on. I think on 2 of them we had to buy them for.
Yeah.
Fit them. So yes, but one of them we bought had one on, and I think the Dexter had one on as well. Yeah. So I'm not sure which ones we. This one I think came with it.
Yeah.
The one at the back is the old TVO one with the new combine. A different combine.
Yeah. Why not? Why not?
That's right.
Well.
So and that one we recently painted and tried to make look pretty. which we did.
Yeah. Now, they tell me, I don't know how true it was, they only made the Power Major for a year, and then the Super Major, new performance came out after that. 1958, perhaps the people in the comments can put me right. I mean, it's a great year, that 1958. That's the year I was born, so it was all good things was made in that era, wasn't it? So, and it was only made for, I think, a year, maybe a year and a half, and then, as I say, it was all taken over. So, we move on to the TVO one at the back, shall we? Oh, it used to be the TVO.
Yeah, you still got the original,
Standard Major, 19, yeah.
you still got the original tank on with the two.
Oh, the two, yeah, on the top, starting on petrol, run on TVO. Now, I've got a TVO Ferguson, and it seems to run better on TVO than it does on petrol. And what did it used to run like on TVO?
From what I remember, it was fine. We had trouble getting TVO towards the end of TVO life. And we had a local farmer that had some TVO, and we used that until we used his tank up. And then a very nice old lady had some central heating oil, which did a very similar trick.
And you put two-stroke in it.
Yeah, and we used that, and that was okay.
Yeah. Now, it's in really good condition now. I mean, it's normally the nose cone's all rotted out, but that obviously is it had a nose cone?
No, it's not new, but it has been touched up and.
Yeah, for some reason they rot out just about here. Right. Whether it's the heat, the water, the perspiration and all that sort of thing. Again, brand new tyres on it. You do like keeping them in fine fettle, I've got to say. And it's got the Super Major wheels on the front of it, so they must have been changed as well. Yeah. So tell us the engine that's in it then.
The engine, we don't know much about it. Once we had the fuel pump done, they suggested it may have come out of a Thames Trader.
Ah, yes.
Something or other.
Yes, the engine, yeah.
And that's what we found out in the end.
Yeah.
So we sent the pump off to, I can't remember who, but they were very good, I have to say. If I can remember their name, I'd like to say they were.
Yeah.
But, and that's it really. We put an alternator on it because they used to sit around all year doing nothing.
Yeah, I'm afraid. I mean, I'm a bit of a purist. I do like the dynamos on these.
Yeah, we have got dynamos on the car.
But in your particular situation, obviously an alternator's got to be the. Yeah, so you're charging straight away, aren't you?
Well, now we have barn. We do have the facility to charge now.
I did notice that's quite a good little item there. Now, what sort of conversion did you have to do to marry the Trader engine up with the original gearbox in?
Very little. They married up size-wise to the gearbox clutch housing very well.
Yeah, no bell housing adjustments or anything like that?
No. The only thing we had to do was make a few blanking plates for some of the bits on the other
side.
The
odds and sods on the other side,
yeah.
I mean, let's face it, when these engines were made, they was made to go in quite a few vehicles, and back in the day, we was good engineers and we manufactured things, didn't we, right. and produced things. But it starts okay. All these start on the button.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. What's this one's name?
Oh, I can't remember actually. Has it been taken off?
It's been taken off, I believe.
I'll have to look at the others to see what the others are called.
It's got an actual plate on here, but I don't think it's got actually anything written on the plate. But no, it hasn't. It ain't got the make.
Isn't it?
No, it ain't got the distribution.
No, it looks like it's been cleaned off.
It's been rubbed down, obviously. But it's got some sort of cranking handle on the front as well.
Yes.
Do you crank? Have you ever cranked it over?
Oh, no.
You're a better man than me if you have.
That's right, yes.
Yeah. I think that's more for the TVO engines.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right, fantastic. Let's move round then. Jen, I do like, that's what I was saying about the nose cone. They always go there, don't they? I love your names on the front of them. Right, let's have a toddle round to the other Fordson Major. Standard Major again. Has this got a thrashing wheel on the side, or is it?
Yes, I think.
It has. Let's have a quick gander around this side. Yes, it's got the thrashing wheel on the side. Now, I always am amazed about these thrashing wheels. They're like convex, don't they? Now, you would think in the real world, the belt would slip off, wouldn't you?
That's right, but they stay on the right, don't they?
Yeah, they do, don't they? And it works. Yeah. And back in the old days, if it worked, we kept it, didn't we? Right. Yeah. Let's move round. Do you want to stand in front of it for us?
You have to.
Mark, stand there. So I can see this one's got an oil leak or two.
This is quite the standard for us.
Yeah.
Oil leaks.
Yeah, but you know, we're all getting older. We all leak a little bit, don't we?
Absolutely.
You know.
Yeah.
But it's nice you keep them dry stored, though, isn't it? Really.
Now, yeah. Well, we did before, but at least we can actually walk around them and check them now and keep
Yep.
the batteries charged up and everything.
Yeah.
And they're in dry, as you say, and they start easily now.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, in my big barn. I tend to keep as much in there as I possibly can before they start getting in the way, obviously. But you know, other things get moved outside, like trailers and things get moved outside because I want to keep them fresh. You know. But great starter again.
This one, yeah. This was the one that we picked out the woods that was abandoned.
Oh, really?
And I think it was an ex-council. You can see it's got the yellow.
Oh, right, the industrial sort of yellow on it, yeah. Yep.
But it just came at the time we were looking for another one.
So this was the first one, was it?
No, this is the second one, I think.
Oh, okay.
The second one.
But you snatched it out of the woods?
Yes. Yeah,
Did it start all right after you snatched it out of the woods?
Yeah, I'm sure it did. I can't remember. It might have been bogged down or something, and the chap that didn't want it anymore.
Really?
So we went there and dragged it out, and then, yeah.
Fantastic. I see it's got new wheel rims on the rear.
Yes. I think one of them had been, because it had been used for timber collection and timber.
Yeah, that was beaten up a little bit, wasn't it?
Beaten up the rims a bit.
Yeah. Did you have them sprayed yourself, or did you get someone to do it?
We would have hand painted most of them.
Well, I'll tell you, if they're hand painted, you'll have to come round and paint mine.
The mud guards. Yeah, they're probably new.
I was to say.
Yeah, and I think they were sprayed by a friend.
I was to say, if you can hand paint like that.
Talking about the wheels.
Yeah, sorry, that's me. That is. Steers, runs, drives, hydraulics, all tickly boo.
Yeah, it all works.
It all works. Fantastic. Let's have a look at the hydraulics on the rear. Oh my God! See, this is what I say. They built things properly, didn't they? Look at the size of that hitch on the back. You know that ain't gonna break in quickly, is it? Really? You know. Are they all roll registered as well?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, of course they are, because you use them in the videos, didn't you? Yeah. So they need to be roll registered.
They're all taxed.
Well, yeah.
But they are all taxed.
Yeah. But, you know, this is what you used to see back in the day, didn't you? You know, you used to see old Fordsoms driving round the lanes and...
They were used as a workhorse for a lot of stuff.
Oh, I mean, when you think... This is why there's so many of them about, because back in the day, you used to have, like, 10 on a farm. You know, and a 5 would be out ploughing and the other 5 would be behind with a cultivator or the roller preparing the seabed, wasn't it? And that's when you had like 20 chaps on a farm, didn't you? But now you've got one big massive tractor.
That's right.
With an implement on the front and 4 on the back, like, yeah.
Right.
And it's one pass, one job, which saves on diesel, I suppose, but it's, you know, I don't like it. Right, I've chatted enough. Tell us about your Dexter then.
The Dexter was...
This is Barbara.
Yes, Barbara.
Dented Barbara. Yeah. She looks a little bit, bit makeup, shall we say?
Looks like she's walloped into something.
Yeah.
We bought the Dexter because we wanted something with an automatic hitch for our smaller trailers.
Yep.
It's a lot easier because we leave trailers around the village for rubbish for the bonfire and stuff. So we wanted one with an automatic hitch, and this one turned up. As it happened, it's extremely worn out.
Really?
But it's still going.
Little 3-cylinder engine, innit?
3-cylinder engine, yeah.
They seem to start and run so well, though, them for all 3
This one
cylinders.
doesn't start so well as we would like, but it could be because the heater plugs are past their best or something.
Yeah, we're all past our best, aren't we, in some ways or another. But, I mean, it's still nice to see it's on the road, still being used.
Yeah.
You know, it's not tucked away or rusting away on the hedgerow.
In the corner of a field somewhere.
Yeah, that's... Unfortunately, farmers back in the day, they used to sort of say, if something broke down, they'd say, oh, we'll buy a new one, but we'll save the old one for spares. But then again, what they bought new doesn't fit the old bits. So they ended up in the hedgerow and then trees growing through them and all sorts. But hey-ho, that's life, you know what I mean? Farming's a hard life as well. Let's have a quick walk round it and you can show me this quick itch on the back of it and everything. There's a little engine. Now, the Perkins 3-cylinder engine, I believe they put the same engine in the P3, Ferguson P3.
All right, yeah.
But they used a different fuel pump. But Someone in the comments will probably tell me that's a load of old tosh, and I don't know what I'm talking about.
Luckily,
But
there are lots of people that know lots of things about them, so it's quite useful.
yeah, that's the beauty of them, though, isn't it? I mean, you can still get spares from all, can't you?
Yeah, some bits are hard to get hold of.
Yeah.
But this one we had a bit of an oil leak, which we thought was coming from the front main, but now we've replaced the oil seal for, I forget, the oil seal was £3 or something. It took us about 4 weeks to do it, but and that wasn't the problem. So it's all back together, but it's still got an oil leak somewhere else. So
Is it coming from the gearbox end?
From the gearbox and the transmission end, I think. So,
yeah. So you got to split it
we
again.
got to split it again.
But it's not that hard to split, really. It's not a lot in the way, is there?
No. Once you disconnect the steering stuff, it just comes apart, really.
Which is always, I mean, that's what farmers used to do. They used to be their own mechanics, didn't they? And they wanted a machine that was easy to work on. They could put any old bod on it with a spanner and it could fix it. Well, let's have a look at this. I'll keep going on about it. Let's have a look at this quick itch you say on the back. All right, so tell us a little bit about it. It's quite a modern idea you've got on the back there, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it wasn't originally on here. We actually bought the hitch separately.
Yep.
We still have all the bits that we took off to put the hitch on.
Yep.
And I say we use it to pick up our two-wheel trailers.
And it's easier because you can back up to the trailer.
And
you ain't got to get off it. And you can do everything from the seat, can't you?
Right, yeah.
Now, tell me how it works. Does it work? Do you have to pull a lever here or something and then use the hydraulics?
Yes, that's right. You just pull the lever and
it drops down?
It drops down. And then you pull the lever back out and then you lock it to stop it dropping off. It locks on these bits here.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I can see now. That's fantastic. That's a good idea. I think I might have to sort something out for my Super Dexter like that.
It's quite useful.
Yeah, and I see you got the trailer hydraulics on the back as the trailer lights.
Yeah, that's right. At one time we did have, we fitted lights on all our trailers, but sadly they don't last all that long with some of our...
Would you do me a favour? We could go this side because the sun's shining right in your face there.
Oh, right. Okay.
That's better.
Yeah. So we did put trailer lights on and stuff.
Yeah.
But they're not the most robust of things on the back of trailers.
Not when you're backing into wood that's, or bushes or God knows whatever's like that then.
So that's a bit of a constant job changing them. But there you go, that's the way it is.
Yeah, but I mean all your lights are run nicely, isn't it? I mean you've got it all neat and tidy.
Well, we've got lots of people that do make an effort now and again.
Really? So what's this one called?
I can't remember.
Oh, come on, Mick, you must remember.
Oh, this is Barbara. We talked about
Barbara.
Yeah, Barbara.
All right. So it's just the one round the corner we don't know the name of, is it?
We've got Barbara, we've got Doreen, we've got Vera, and I can't think of the other one. Kath, I think.
Right, that's fantastic. Well, I appreciate giving us your time.
That's right, no problem.
And talking about your tractors, and I can see you got a little bit of a passion for them. I know they're a workhorse, but
they are, but they're very good, and they add to the ambience of the village.
Exactly. Well, this is it. I mean, even in the summer fetes, you probably use them in the summer fetes, and the children come along, and they've never seen anything like this, have they?
No, they all come. We try and switch them all off when we park them up, and then we allow the children to climb all over them because they're not exactly concourse. So it doesn't really matter that much.
And health and safety wise, well, you got to be a bit careful anyway.
Indeed.
You know, people falling off of tractors and you know, I mean, it sounds crazy to me, but back in my day, you know, I knew people that was brought up on farms and they was driving tractors at 7 years old sort of thing. But you're not allowed on a farm until you're 21 now. It seems a bit bizarre, doesn't it? But there you go. That's life. Again, Mick, I appreciate your time and your trouble showing me them and your passion for them.
Nice
and we'll see how we go.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time. Cheers.
You.
Well, thanks to Mick for showing me his collection. I do appreciate it. You know, all you guys out there, you got collections and love to come round and see them. I travel a little bit away, but like I've done today. But it's not a problem. As I say, hope you enjoyed his collection. Fantastic collection, isn't it? And I'm hoping to be here one day when perhaps he's using them in the village. That'd be good anyway. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe as usual. Comment and all that sort of thing. And see you in the future. Cheerio for now.